speaking engagements or anything dealing with strong witness or your counseling consulting agency coming up that we can kind of let the world know so they know that, okay, hey, she's doing this and she's doing that. They can come and see you live.
Yeah, I don't have anything now, but what I do love, that's the creativity part that I was saying when it comes to business, is that we can always do like pop-up events around certain themes or certain times. I have found myself being busier. Like I got something coming up actually tomorrow when it comes to talking with women about the Superwoman complex or how to handle their mental health with their personal and professional lives. I have a webinar coming up with my consulting work, helping other practice owners just begin to push the conversation forward and actually deal with things when it comes to diversity, inclusion, and anti-racism. So I am looking to put different things together, whether it be like mastermind groups, or working individually with companies so that they'll learn how to be more inclusive and not just say what they want to do, but actually doing the work and moving forward. So I definitely want to work with different business owners in that sense. But Strong Witness, I actually got done doing a mastermind group on helping other professionals tell their stories and really craft like their marketing and really craft their branding. So I'm hoping to pick that up again as well. But so that's the things that I enjoy. So Strong Witness is always going on, but just different things that may come up throughout the year that I'm intentional about hearing people's stories.
Okay. And if someone wanted to make an appointment with you, like what is the process? Do they have to get a referral? Like kind of explain that a little bit.
Not at all. They can. I've had people message me on Instagram and Facebook and just say, hey, are you accepting new people? And and I tell them, okay, not a problem, call the office. So it's not as formal as people think. You can call. The number to the office, the practice is 682-990-2866. You can email info@lcscac.com. If you see me on social media, Instagram is LCS_counseling. I don't mind you messaging. We're not going to talk specifics as far as like symptoms or anything there.
Right.
But if that opens the door for conversation, then let's do that. I'm always like, listen, however you feel comfortable, get in touch with us. I'd rather you open the door the way you see fit, and then you get the help you need rather than having to be these formal platforms. But also the other part is that we offer a 15-minute free, I call them strategy sessions too, because a lot of times people want to know, okay, well, how can we work together? Like, what does it even look like? I still have people that call up that have never received counseling before, so they're a little bit nervous. And I think we do a good job about settling emotions, of letting people know that this is a comfortable space to share in. So we just want to hear from you. And then when you have that space to have that 15-minute strategy session, then we can move forward from there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that you help certain companies or other counseling consulting agencies with diversity in the workplace?
Yeah, I just started doing that type of consulting work. So I have a webinar coming up where I'm going to be talking about moving the conversation forward. In the summertime, I hosted an event. It was called Can You Hear Us? And it was 5 Black therapists that opened up about racism professionally and then personally, and they shared. But what we heard a lot in the summertime was, okay, all these companies are jumping on board, and they got this message. Everybody had a message that they had to say, like, we're against racism, we don't stand. And my thing is, okay, now it's time to move forward. We said all that, but what are you really doing? So now I want to help, whether it be therapists, whether it be other business owners, like, let's really push the conversation forward. Like, it's not enough to say that, oh, I'm not racist, but be anti-racist. Like, do the work that's needed. Like, let's talk about this. There's a difference between diversity and inclusion.
Right.
Okay, we can have different races here, but now are we all inclusive? Are we all at this table making decisions? I read an article this week too where it was a superintendent of a school board. He said, listen, no teachers are going to come in here if you're not committed to anti-racist work. And it's the idea of business owners taking that stand and saying, okay, we said it, we put out the statement, but now we're really moving forward. And then when it comes to counseling, I know myself personally, but I know I have questions asked me from therapists I don't know. Well, I want to hire more people. I just, of different races, I don't know how. Or where do I find them? or will they come and work for me? So really helping people establish that culture of what it looks like, of inviting people in, of changing the narrative, of really doing the work or putting action to it and doing the work and not just being talking heads.
Right. And so, like, when you started growing your business, was it kind of difficult to not just hire, Black women or just Black people? Because I know a lot of people think in that mindset, like, I need to help my people first before I expand out to other races. Like, is that even a thought, or what do you think about that?
You know what, to be honest, when I started, I wanted anybody to come in the door. Like, I didn't care who it was. I needed money. So I would see anybody, and I don't care. I need you to come in here. Because this, you know, I'm staying on your question, but it's when you start out, it can be difficult. Like, when I opened up shop, in my mind, I expected people to come running, and it wasn't that. And so it took some time. So what happened is, honestly, you know, my name is Latoya, and most Latoyas I know are black. I haven't met anybody else that's Latoya and not black. Although my friend tried to tell me one time that he knew somebody else who wasn't black that's Latoya, but I debated him on that one. So yeah, where are you, right?
Yeah.
So, but the idea is like, okay, my name is Latoya, and so they knew what they were getting when they called. And then I realized like my niche is being formed. You know, I heard a counselor say before that your clients will tell you what your niche is. You know, and they'll go talk about it. So my name's Latoya, then that's when people of color start calling me more and more and more. And then I'm realizing, okay, this is really what I need to focus on. It created itself, which also is twofold for me, because now I'm also giving back to my community. And then, which I love it, it's great, we hear that stigma that, you know, mental health in the black community, you know, black people don't really get therapy. And I think we're starting to talk about it a little bit more, not as much as I would like to, but when people call up, some people are very specific. Listen, I want somebody who looks like me. I want somebody who understands. Or maybe I'll say, well, can you see this person? And they're like, nah, I want somebody who looks like me. And then I'm realizing, okay, now I'm listening to, like any company, you listen to your community or those you serve. Okay, what is it that you need? Okay, I'm making sure that I hire more. And so we have 6 therapists total. We have 5 black women and 1 Latino woman who stays full herself. She's bilingual, awesome. Latino, like, so she, and then she has her own, like, they want to see her when they call in. And I love that, because this is your space, you can do that. I mean, we're open to hiring whomever, but just with the understanding that I love this space of really speaking to my community and having therapists that look like them and who understand. Because there's sometimes too, like when you go in, and you know, people think that therapy is a clipboard and it's really tight in there, and we sit and it's cold, and I stare at people and they lay across the couch. And a lot of times it's us cutting up, it's us hollering in the room, it's laughing, it's getting inside jokes like, you know, that a culture would understand. It's references to music or to a video. It's, did you watch the debate last night? Can you believe that? You know what I mean? And so it's that space where we're not friends, but it's that special space where you feel that comfortable that you can share, and it's relatable, and we understand cultural references, and we get you without judgment.